Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm sitting here in the kitchen finishing my coffee because today we have a lot to do. I am starting some bedroom renovations. Tomorrow our new bed is coming. So today we need to take apart the old bed and take it out. If you wonder why I'm doing it today, is because today is the last day that my husband has free. Tomorrow he has to start working again. So I need his help to do that. And I have plans for the ceiling. I'm going to be painting the ceiling. So it's good that the bed's gone before the new bed comes, so that I have room to paint the ceiling. But I have a special plan for the ceiling. It's just not a normal paint job. So let's get started with taking that bed apart first. Okay guys, I have removed most of the things here in the bedroom. What's left here I've covered with plastic. I have also gone around the edge there where the ceiling meets the wall with acrylic filler because I had some cracks. The problem is above us is just an attic. No one lives there. The attic is not as insulated as the apartment. So in the winter when it's very cold up in the attic and then it's warm in our apartment, the heat against the cold, it starts to work there and crack. And the same thing with the summer. Attics tend to get a little bit more heated, a little bit more warm, and when it's cooler here in the apartment in the summer, again, it's working against each other, the heat and the cold, and it started getting a crack. And I learned that putting the acrylic filling there gives it a little bit more flexibility, mixing my German and English, flexibility, and then it has more movement. And another thing you can do is putting up crown molding helps that, holding the ceiling and the wall better together. And I discovered all those things after I had painted ceilings and walls in most of my apartment. The rooms that produce more heat or moisture, i.e. the kitchen, the bathroom, the powder room, I did have crown molding installed. But one of the last rooms that I painted after knowing this fact, or this trick with the acrylic filler, was my beauty room before it was a TV lounge / guest room. And that's the only ceiling part between ceiling and wall that is not cracked in my apartment. So as I'm slowly refreshing up paint, repainting, I will be doing that on all of that section. Basically, you just want to smooth in a little bit of line of acrylic, make sure there's no rim on the ceiling or rim on the wall. hey, if you got long fingernails, you have to let them go because you need a round finger to get into that edge. And then I've taped up my line. And another trick with the acrylic, I'll refer you to my entryway makeover video that I showed you how when you tape, if you put a little thin coat of acrylic there, that will help that no paint goes under the tape and you get a very clean line. I know there's companies say, oh, the best painter's tape makes a straight line. No, there's no perfect painter's tape that no paint leaks under it, and especially with the paint that I'm using, which is a little bit thinner, it's always going to be a little leakage under there. And I know some people use the trick that they'll go in with white paint first and then the colored paint. But if the other side of the wall where you tear up, where you know the line that you created is, if that's not going to be white, you're still going to see a little bit of nipples of white in there. The paint still goes through it. And also in this video, I show you how it's always handy to have a little bowl of soapy warm water to kind of clean your fingers from the acrylic filling, and it helps you to work with the acrylic a little bit more smoothly. So I highly recommend using the acrylic method, and actually we learned that from Willie, who's the father of my husband's best friend, who's a professional house painter, had his own company, large company, for so many years until he went in retirement. So thank you very much, Willie, for that tip. I always listen to you and I always use it. So, what is making going to do with the ceiling? Okay, you guys know I'm a big fan of the YouTube channel Quintessence, hosted by Susanna Salk. I've referred to it before when I did my video, or when my lamp that I created for my dining room. Susanna travels around and visits the personal dwellings or private houses of different artists and designers, of interior designers, designers of textile, home goods, home decor designers, and let's see how they live. So I always get great inspiration from that YouTube channel, and I will leave it down as a link in the description box because you guys should check it out. Some really interesting things. But she was visiting the famed and iconic textile designer Nina Campbell, her London home, Nina's London home. And Nina had found a very rare cottage, still standing, freestanding cottage, old cottage with a private garden in the middle of the heart of London. But of course, old cottage, most of the things built around it were higher. So even though she had a lot of full windows there on her wall and everything, it stayed kind of dark. So what she did is she lacquered her ceilings in a very full high gloss to reflect the light and to brighten up the room.
I think we should pay more attention to ceilings in our decorating, because in this room it's a low ceiling and I couldn't make it any higher. So I did a lacquer finish and it lifts the whole room.
Now my room here is pretty big and I have 2 large windows there, but I don't know if you notice how this room curves. Our bedroom sits in this curved part of the building. It was like almost like a half tower. It's not really a, you know, it has the flat sides, maybe it has 3 sides. So, and where it faces, we get no direct sunlight. So I am going to lacquer my ceilings and try to get some more reflection of light in here and to brighten up this room. Okay, but first we need to start with the base coat. Referring again to my entryway makeover video, I actually lacquered that little cubby hole with the same wood lacquer that I used on the cabinet as my built-in cabinet. And I told you could do that as long as you use the special base coat to help the lacquer stick to the wall. So I'm using that base coat again from Farrow and Ball, the white and light tones. This is the ceiling and wall primer. And afterwards, I'll be using a full gloss lacquer from Farrow and Ball also. My understanding is, and correct me if I'm wrong, this is a high gloss lacquer that can be used on all surfaces. You can use it to paint your floor, and you're able to use it on the wall by using the base coat. So, Have I forgotten to tell you any information? Okay, then we need to get started on the base coat. My materials are, I have a little bit of a bent brush to make sure I can really get into the corners. And I'm using 2 different size rollers. And these are regular wall paints for regular, Wandfarbe, for regular wall paint. The normal little terry cloth, fuzzy ones. So, let's get started. Let me get my hair wrapped up so I don't get paint all in my hair. And you guys see if I am successful in lacquering my ceiling. Okay? Okay guys, base coat is done. I'm gonna let that dry for about 2 hours. In that time, we're gonna go down and get some dinner. You see, I'm covered with paint, but I don't care. I'm just going down like this to have some pizza and some red wine. And then we have to do 2 coats of the gloss. Be back soon. Good morning, guys. It's the next morning. Unfortunately, after we had some dinner last night and a glass of wine, both of us were too tired to do any more painting. Before we went down to dinner, we had all this energy. We were like, oh, we're gonna finish it tonight. So yeah, it's about 8 o'clock in the morning. Christian's already been gone since 6:30. Oh, I get so used to having him here when he's not working. It always feels funny now that he's not here. I just have to go down with the dogs and I have some coffee and then I'm gonna start painting. I have enough time. I mean, they said the bed was gonna be delivered between 3 and 6 o'clock. Don't you just love these wide windows of time for delivery they always give you? Why can't they just be more precise and say between 3 and 4, 4 or 5? So, I should have enough time to get the 2 coats of gloss on the ceiling. It's just gonna take me a little bit more time because I have to go up and down the ladder. Christian's not here to hold the bucket of paint. And I know what you're thinking, Megan, why don't you use a long pole to paint? The problem is, guys, I am very, very nearsighted. And I need to really be up there, up and close to make sure I'm not missing any sections because I am working with white and it's hard to see. And of course, wearing glasses while you're painting, you get all the little sprinkles of paint falling down. And after a while, you can't see anything through your glasses. And then, I could wear my contact lenses, but I have a very severe astigmatism. And even though I wear wider, softer contact lenses to help them stay on my ill-shaped cornea better, I still do not get 20/20 vision with my contact lenses. So I would feel like even if I had them on, would not be able to see everything. I really want to be up there in the face, in the face of the paint, up close and in your face, to make sure I get that done. So it's a little bit going up and down the ladder, but I can get it done. We got the base coat on in an hour last night. Probably an hour and a half I can get each coat on. So I'm gonna go out with the dogs. Like I said, have some coffee and talk about dogs. Come here, Auntie. Hey, come here. Come say hi. Come say hi. Come say hi. Oh, my boo. Lord. If you guys wondering where I am, we're in my beauty room, which used to be our guest room TV lounge. So this sofa here is a small pull-out sleeper sofa. So because we took our bed apart last night and removed it from the bedroom, this is where we slept last night. So it was kind of fun sleeping on such a small bed again.
together. It took us about an hour to get used to that sort of our huge queen-sized bed we have. But we slept comfortably. We were very tired, so we slept very hard. Okay, guys, like I said, I need to get up and start my day, and then we'll check back with each other when I start painting. Bye!
Okay guys, we're getting started. This is the full gloss that we're using from Farrow and Ball. I'm using Wimborne white. It's a little bit of a warmer white because I really want like a warmer light in here. And like I said here, this is for all surfaces. This is made durable gloss for interior, exterior, wood, and metal. So like I said, this is a full lacquer, something you can use on the floor, you can use on furniture, and because of that base coat you have to use, it helps it to adhere. That was the word I was looking for earlier in the video, to adhere to the walls. And we're using paint rollers that are made for lacquering or varnishing. They're more of that like styrofoam spongy material. And here I have them in small ones. I have larger ones. You don't want to use the regular terry cloth, like fluffier rollers that I used yesterday for the, come in the camera so you guys see me. What I used yesterday for the regular base coat, because you don't want to leave any kind of texture in the lacquer and in the gloss. And you'll notice that I won't be using a paintbrush either because I don't want any paint strokes in there. So just the small roller and the large roller. So let me get this shaken up, poured into the container here, and we'll get the glossing. Last corner. Okay guys, I'm finished with the first coat. It took me about 2 hours. I think I got everything covered good. I hope you can see how this is shining. Here, let me try to go for a close-up. Will that focus? Don't have a lot of light in here. But yeah, there you can see the shine. After 2 hours, this is the first corner I started in. So this is very much dry. Pretty much dry, so you can imagine, see how shiny it is? You can imagine after a second coat, and after I take the tape off, and you see the contrast with the shiny against the matte wall color, you'll see, you can imagine how high gloss it's gonna be. Okay, I'm gonna take about an hour break and then we're gonna do the second coat. I actually have a lot of time. I'm contemplating if I even do a third coat. Okay guys, I just finished the last corner of the second coat. We're gonna go up here on the ladder and start taking the tape off. It's always good with the acrylic filler to take the tape off when it's still a little wet or moist from the paint. Okay, here we go. Let me start in the corner here. Watch this. You guys, look at that perfect line there. And you guys, I would love to give you a AM, what is it? AMSR, ASM, you know what hell I'm trying to say. We're slowly pulling this off with the peeling sound. But I'm trying to film this alone. My husband went down to get us a pizza, so I need 2 hands to get this tape off, so I'll get back with you in a minute, okay?
Hi guys, please be reassured, my husband and I, we love each other very much, but just like most married couples, when it comes to the task of assembling something together, it ends up sounding like it's going to end in divorce. Usually I leave the sound off, but this time I thought I'd leave it on. Have fun, enjoy the laughter.
I didn't, because this side didn't have any holes in the front here. Okay, look at the Anleitung bitte.
Ja, da ist die Schiene fürs Kopfteil. Wo ist die Schiene fürs Kopfteil? Hier auf deiner oder auf meiner Seite?
This is auf meiner Seite, so I put it in the first one.
Ja.
So maybe the back one should be a little bit further back.
Ja.
Look at the Anleitung, bitte. It's right behind you. All you have to look at is the Anleitung.
Es gibt beide Optionen.
You wanted the Anleitungslieses then. You turn then.
Wie drehst du es denn jetzt?
I don't know, I asked you which direction do you want to go?
Ja.
Yeah, do you want to go this way or do you want to go that way? Okay, why are you holding it?
Ich halte es fest und du drehst die Schraube ein.
No! I don't have the strength to dreh die Schraube rein. Ich halte es und du drehst die rein. Are you crazy? Oh, God. Okay, so which way should we flip it? Okay, I would say we lock it together, then put the headboard on.
Ja.
Okay? Hello?
Ja.
What are you doing? What are you
Ich
doing?
habe mir die Farben angeguckt.
I can't. I can't.
Yeah,
I've said it 3 times.
Ja, verstehe ich.
I swear, next time you're gonna pay for somebody to put this shit together. You think you're like fucking Superman. Right, should we try it out? Oh, God, yes. Okay, guys, I am done so far with this phase of refreshing our bedroom. I must tell you, I've always had a white bed, so I was a little unsure about getting a darker colored one this time, but I must tell you, I'm liking it. I really am liking it. Love how all my pillows still go very well with the gray color. It was very important to me that these pillows would stay in my bed decor because number 1, fabric was very expensive. Number 2, I sewed all these pillows myself. I actually feel like they look even better with the gray bed than the white bed. And the same for the new like violet veined marble tops that I had recently cut for my vintage nightstands there. Now I'm going to show you a little B-roll of the ceiling first with just pure sunlight. And now with all the lights on. You see how it reflects the light beautifully and how shiny it is. Okay, some of you are probably thinking, Megan is not so, mirrored and so smooth as the example in the Quintessence video that I showed you. Well, it's very common for these parts of the world
to use raw fibered wallpaper for the walls and sometimes the ceilings in the rooms that you need to stay a little bit more warmer or cooler. And yeah, I could have taken it off, but number one, that would have been very time consuming and very messy. And remember I told you guys, the attic above me is not well insulated, so that wallpaper or that thicker, rough, raw fiber wallpaper helps to keep my bedroom warm in the winter and keep it cool then in the summer. So that was something I really, it's necessary and it's something that I really couldn't change, but I do feel like if it was totally smooth and totally mirrored, that might have been too much, especially for a bedroom with you trying to sleep. I find the difference amazing of the reflection and how lighter and fresher this room is working. Now, when it comes to the walls, I wasn't sure if I just wanted to refresh the same color on the walls or maybe change up. Actually, I painted some samples here. Did not take into consideration, maybe this bed was a little bit higher than the old ones, so of course you can't see those. I'll show you a quick picture. But luckily I did do some samples on the wall here, and I will show you those that I've been considering. Okay guys, here are the samples. I was thinking about maybe going for a lighter gray up here. Now this color is just a little bit darker, a little bit grayer than the color that's already on the wall. Thought about going for maybe into the purple hue. This one I don't really like, it turned out too light. And then I have more of a medium and then a dark purple, because I had always maybe thought changing my bedroom around. Right now I have more gray, blue walls and purple accents, and then maybe if I did purple walls and gray accents. But I tell you what, while I was looking on Pinterest for a few extra maybe purple colors for the walls from different other companies, because I usually stick to Farrow and Ball, those colors are from Farrow and Ball, to see if there's any other maybe interesting purple colors, and I came across something really, really interesting. You guys, have a look at this wallpaper. That is gorgeous. And now it's been ordered, and this whole wall, that's what I'm contemplating, doing this whole wall behind the bed in that beautiful wallpaper. Of course, that means the mirrors will have to go here behind me. But to tell you the truth, I don't think they really work as well with the gray bed as they did with the white bed. So I don't mind sacrificing the beautiful antique mirrors behind my bed. I will repurpose them and use them in the kitchen. I have a new idea for the kitchen. And the original mirror, if you guys remember in my last, I think I was unboxing my Zara haul, that large mirror, it's now here in the bedroom. And I'll show you a picture of that. You probably already saw it while I was showing you a little bit of the samples. So everything's working out. So you guys, make sure you subscribe, turn on your notification bell, let me know if you like this video or not, and stay tuned because more is coming with other changes in the bedroom. And as always, yours truly, Heart Making. Bye!